Howdy, IB. It's Miss Kosh. There were some questions from the linear section, so I'm going to see how many of those I can work through in one video, and then I may make a second video. So I was asked to do this 13a, and so they say find the equation of the line which is parallel to that line and passes through that point. Okay, one of the things they didn't tell us is how they want the final answer. So you have, well, in the US we would call it slope-intercept, point slope, and standard form, but they, instead of slope, they'll say gradient. So they'll say, so the gradient intersect, I can't spell. There we go. The gradient intersect form would be that y equals mx plus b, where the m value is the gradient. Okay, so then the next one is the point gradient. And this one comes from the slope equation, which is, well, it's y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. What we did is we said, okay, slope, or gradient, sorry, is y minus y1 over x minus x1, and then we cross-multiplied. And so this m gets multiplied by x minus x1 right here, and then the 1 gets multiplied by y minus y1 right over there. So that's lovely. Delete. So that's the point gradient form. And then we also have the standard form, which is that ax plus by equals c. Sometimes in IB I see ax plus by plus c equals 0. Okay, that's fine. Move c to the other side, and maybe this is plus, maybe this is minus. Oh, what did I do? Go down. Okay. So the thing about this one is that a, b, and c all need to be integers, and a should be positive. Okay, so if you have something like 1/3 x minus 2/3 y equals 4, multiply everybody by 3 and you'd get x minus 2y equals multiplied by 3, you get 12. Okay, so that would be preferable to the one above it. Okay, let's get rid of, this is clutter, get out of my life. Okay, so in this particular problem, they say parallel to that line that passes through that point. Okay, so, but they didn't tell us what form they wanted in, so we really have a choice. But what we do know is that the gradient of that is 3. And if you have a gradient of 3, it would look something like this, a parallel line will have the same gradient. Okay, so the one that we're looking at here for A is we're going to say, well, the gradient we want is 3, and then it needs to go through the point 1, 4. We can either go to this point gradient form, or we can do the slope 3 over 1 equals y minus the y value is 4 over x minus the x value is 1. I cross multiply and get 3 times x minus 1 equals y minus 4. This is 3x minus 3 equals y minus 4. If I want it in standard form, I'm almost there. 3x minus y equals add 3, that gives me negative 1. If I want to take this, so this right here matches here. If I want to put it in gradient intersect form, if I want to take it to here, then I have y is equal to, and I'm adding, so 3x, I'm adding 1 plus 1. Cool. Okay, so that would be those two forms, and that's pretty straightforward. The other one, well, hang on, let me clean up some of this mess. Okay, sorry. So that's part A, and then let's change color for part B. B would be, or no, the question was for C, my bad. C was perpendicular to that. Okay, so if you have a line that's got, well, whatever its slope is, the perpendicular slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. So in this case, well, say this is a slope of negative 2. It's not, but let's pretend. This is negative 2 over 1, so the reciprocal is 1/2. That was really, anyway, I was drawing something. It doesn't matter a whole lot. So we want to do the same idea and do, so for this one, you're going to use a gradient of a positive 1/2, and it's going to go through that point, negative 1/5. And I'm not going to work that for you because it works exactly the same way as part A, once you know this information. Okay, so then the next question was, well, okay, that doesn't want to let me pick it up and make it bigger. Explain why the gradient of a line in the general form is negative a over b. Okay, well, so if I have ax plus by equals d, and I want to solve, so to find the gradient, I want to solve for the y value. So I have by is equal to negative ax plus d. Divide through by b, y is equal to negative a over b times x plus d over b. And so this, ladies and gentlemen, is the gradient, and this is the y-intercept. There we go. And okay, these are a little bit more interesting. How about I come back for another video on this one? So let's make this, we'll have those first ones. These are pretty straightforward, and then I'll make a different video for this one.